What is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and today we are back in Forza Horizon 2 doing a requested drift build of the Mazda RX8 R3. Now, this build was actually requested through Twitter, not through a YouTube comment. I have a couple of requested builds that were requested through YouTube comments that will be coming later on, but like I said, right now we're focusing on the RX8 R3. Now, I've never touched this car at all in Horizon 2, and it only comes in this particular red, this particular shade of red for the R3 version, or the R3 model, I guess you could say. But it's still a really cool looking car. I like the RX-8. I'm not a huge fan of the, I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of the way they did the doors. I don't know, it's not, the body line doesn't seem to really flow quite the way I'd like it, but when you look at it from the front or from the rear, it looks gorgeous, in my opinion. It's a gorgeous car from both the front and the rear. And the body lines are really, really nice. They're kind of, I don't know, a couple of them are a little bit awkward in my opinion, but it's still a really nice looking car. So, first things we're going to do are the brakes and the suspension, as, I guess, as, you know, per usual. And then, not the rally. Every time I go to put the suspension on, I'm always used to hitting the right bumper and going right over to what used to be the race suspension, and now it's the rally suspension. So we're actually going to leave the stock rotary instead of switching it out. And I'm thinking, as far as horsepower goals go, I'll probably build it up to around maybe 450-ish horsepower. That should be plenty for the approach I'm taking with this car. So let's go ahead and get a race diff in it. And also from there, for the wheels and tires, for the compound, we're going to leave it on the streets. Or street tires, whatever you want to call them. We got 225s up front and 225s out back, so 225 square. We're going to upgrade to 245s in the back. So 225 front, 245 rear. Should be a pretty decent split, or stagger. And then, let's see. Check in here first. Check in the sport wheel style. Before I go to anything else. Let's see. Oh, wow. I mean, I kind of saw him out of the corner of my eye, and then I came back and I was like, oh, no, definitely not. That actually looks good, though. That looks really good. You know what? Honestly, I'm actually going to go ahead and go with these because, I don't know, they seem to fit the car kind of in an odd way. 19, 20, 21. Yeah, no, the 19s, I think, work really, really well. And the 19s kind of strike a nice balance. For the arrow, we should have a little bit of stuff we can do. Oh, God, no. We could take the wing off. We could have that little lip wing. I mean, I'm actually going to take, well, no, you know what? I'm actually going to take the wing off. Just because it'll be a little bit different. And it's still got a little bit of a lip. Just kind of like a curved, not really a lip wing, but kind of just like a nice little body line curve on the back of the trunk. So it definitely works. It's not, you know, it's not this horrible weird change or anything like that. So we didn't look at the rear bumpers though. That's actually not too bad. I do like the stock one a little bit more though. So we'll stick with that. And now we get to build up the power. Let's see. Like I said, we're shooting for around 450 horsepower, which should be plenty for this car. And I'm not sure. We may have to do a little bit extra to the motor, aside from building everything that we've got with the stock form. But we're at 369 right now. Come on. Got stuck for a second. Race rotors. Okay, 457. And we can actually keep it NA. We could actually stick with our horsepower goal and keep it naturally aspirated. But I'm not sure if I want to do that or not. I'm not sure if I want to keep it naturally aspirated. I'm actually going to go and look and see what options I have for forced induction. It's probably just a turbo. But we can still check. Oh no, we've got a single turbo or a centrifugal supercharger. Now, the centrifugal supercharger actually, it'll only add 8 horsepower on top of what we already have. But, are you serious? Only 8? Jeez. Well, let me add it and see how much it adds after it's upgraded to, like, a bigger blower. And maybe an improved, not a bigger blower, but like a different belt. Well, actually, that's a different blower, hoses, belts. Yeah, and that's another 48 horsepower, so that's where your extra gain is going to be. So that puts us at 531 horsepower, 312 pounds-feet of torque. Not a really super torquey engine, so I'm not really going to expect a ton of that, but a really even looking power curve. Actually, go ahead and upgrade the intercooler as well. 556 horsepower. This will be plenty of horsepower for this car. It should be more than easy to get sideways. And the only thing I'm kind of thinking it's going to be is it might be a little bit tricky to keep it up in the high revs all the time, but we'll see how that goes. And actually, do need to put a quick tune on it before we start messing around. So let's stick it about, I don't know, 35 psi, a little bit more on the back, and little bit, no, little bit more rear negative camber, and we may back off the front a couple of degrees, and then from there also bring that ride height all the way down, and the diff both up to 100%. And let's see how this thing drifts. It's really good at burnouts, that's for sure. Okay. Doesn't have any problem keeping the rear tires spinning, that's for sure. If you keep it up there in the power band and the higher RPMs, you're good to go. Transition it to the side. That was a really yucky transition, but I mean, I guess we got it back. We recovered it, but still it was a really yucky transition. Staying focused. Let's get over to the other lane. Avoiding the palm trees. Not too bad. The gearing works really well with this setup. You wouldn't need to, I really think with this particular setup, you wouldn't really need to change the gearing all that much, if any at all. At least for my personal tastes, it doesn't seem like I'm going to have to go in and mess with the gearing at all, really. I may change it a tiny bit, but it's not like you're going to have to retune every gear. Because there are some cars where they just don't feel right at all, but in this car, the stock gearing is definitely more than enough to get you going. Oh, crap. Just save our combo with a burnout. Save our combo with the burnout. Come on. Oh, come on. Damn, that sucked. Either way, we'll keep going. Nope, don't you dare. Oh, I got caught on the sidewalk. The rear tires got caught on the sidewalk, and I don't know, it just started to pull. We'll go ahead and go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Really? That's like the precise thing I was trying to avoid. But we're good now, so we'll keep it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. No, no, jeez. AI drivers. I mean, yeah, that was kind of my fault, but that was kind of his fault too, because he didn't. That's the thing. The AI drivers make no effort at all to move. They absolutely none. It's like if you're there, it does not matter. They do not make a single effort to move. And this has just become a straight road now, which is a bit boring. Let's see. And there we go. Oh, no, 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 no. I wanted to go this way. Oh, that was terrible. I was like, no, I wanted to go this way. And then it was like, maybe not. Well, that's not the right entrance. Maybe I did want to go the other way. That wasn't the right entrance at all. Just some straight road sliding around. There we go, there we go. Storm Island later. Not now. Not now, later. It feels light. That's one of the biggest things I'm noticing about this car. It feels light. The handling feels really light. It's easy to place. and it's very nice and responsive. It's not, it doesn't feel like you have to force it really to do anything. I mean, the only thing is, sometimes it will catch you off guard if you get a little bit too, just, like, if you overdo it a little bit too much with your angle, then yeah, it's not going to like you very much, but that's the same way it is with a lot of, with pretty much, I wouldn't say any car that you build for drifting, but a lot of the cars that you're going to build for drifting are going to be a little bit touchy, with where they like to have their limit, I guess you could say. And this car is one of those cars where it's great, just up to that little, just up to that limit, but if you cross it, it's not easy to bring it back. It will, go towards a wall or something if you're not ready for it and if you're not careful, but if you're ready for it and you know how to manage it, then it's fine. You're not going to have any problem with it at all. And since that corner is a really fast corner, we'll probably be drifting it in like 4th or 5th. I do want to see what kind of speed this car will manage it at. Alright, come on. Wow, okay, motorbikes, jeez. Not concerned about this speed zone. I did not see those motorbikes at all. I mean, I saw them at the last second, but it was too late by the time I saw them. I'm going to go back and do that again, honestly. I'm going to go back and retry that because that was going to be terrible. And brake! Good opportunity to test the brakes. The race brakes work really well. Now let's build up a decent amount of speed. And go! I brought it back a little bit earlier than I wanted to, but it definitely held its momentum on the limit. Right around that traffic car. Not bad. Down to 3rd, down to 2nd. Apply a little bit of power. Transition right around to that other side. Oh. Ooh, right to the edge. Not bad. Ah, that was an unnecessary transition. I transitioned the car, and then I had to kind of re-transition the car because it just wasn't going where I wanted it to go. Oh my god. I thought I was going to hit one of those immediately. That was not where I intended on going. Let's see. I actually want to go ahead and kind of spin it back around towards the outpost. Because there are some nice corners back this way. Just to kind of slide around. Oh, no. That was my fault. That was purely 100% my fault. I just want to hit a couple of corners, or a couple more corners before I complete this test. And I mean, I think when I'm starting to think about my final verdict for this car, it's very balanced. It's nice. It's balanced in high-speed sweepers like we tested earlier. And it's also balanced in the low-speed stuff. You just got to make sure that you manage it on the limit, because it's not the easiest car to manage on the limit, but once you figure it out, it's definitely not, it's not impossible or anything like that. It's not a car that's kind of out to get you, but it does have a learning curve for sure. Let's hit one more corner. Come on. Oh wow, right to the edge. Thank you for not hitting me, Audi. And let me actually back it up off to the side of the road without destroying anything, preferably. But if you guys enjoyed this drift build, don't forget to leave me a like. Tell me in the comment section down below what you guys thought of it. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Talk to you guys later.